I'm sure you'll all agree, Remembrance Day is a very important day where we honour the memories of fallen heroes, shall we call them, who fought for us during the World Wars and kept us safe. And if you were planning on doing that this year, unfortunately, it seems that one council has kind of raised the middle finger to that, more than likely, of course, so they don't offend anyone, in my opinion. But please, let me know if the council I'm about to talk about in this video is your council. I say that because if you're from Hoyland and Barnsley, it seems your council has stirred up quite a bit of fuss over the town's Remembrance Day poppy display. This whole thing kicked off because the council, unfortunately in my opinion, decided to put a stop to Union Jacks being put up on lampposts, and now the poppy organisers have had to pull the plug on their plans. I don't see why either should be related to the other in my opinion, but it seems unfortunately it is. Especially it appears where this council's concerned, eh? You see, the local authority has banned wooden tributes from streetlights and posts with road signs, which has left the people in Hoyland scratching their heads. They need these lampposts to display the 396 poppy tributes that line the Remembrance Day parade route, and each one is representing a soldier named on the town's World War memorial. Barnsley Council, though, they recently updated its rules to crack down on flag waving, and they told the Hoyland Remembrance and Parade Group, the HRPG, that they'd need to submit a detailed application 10 days in advance if they wanted to keep up their tradition. Plus, they insisted the poppies be placed just above head height to avoid any ladder antics. All in the name of health and safety, apparently, even though, as I said earlier, there may be another reason why, shall we call it. But the HRPG reckons that these conditions are just too tricky to manage, so it decided to sit this year out. So technically, yes, whilst it is their decision not to go ahead with it this year, the council, unfortunately, it seems, has made rules that will make it harder for them, and in which case will they be doing it again next year. Chairman Robert Hill is feeling pretty down about it, saying, "I am generally disheartened that we'll not be putting up the wooden poppies on and road signage posts lining the parade route." He worries that Hoyland Town Centre could end up looking a bit sparse with only a few poppies here and there. Now, unfortunately, I can't just put up a poppy with a name and leave another one without, as that would feel disrespectful. The council, though, what do they reckon about it? What they got to say? Well, they say they've updated their guidelines because of a recent rise in unlicensed attachments to street lighting columns. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they probably didn't have any problem with that to do with Pride, Ukraine flags, or who knows what other flags, shall we say, eh? Although admittedly I could be wrong with that. But the spokesman mentioned our first duty is the health and safety and welfare of all highway users. We fully support the respectful display of poppies on lighted columns as a mark of remembrance across the borough. Well, they could have fooled me, otherwise they would have made an exception and let this one happen, in my opinion. Councillor Sir Steve Hoyton, the leader of Barnsley Council, chimed in though, saying, "We appreciate Hoyland's Remembrance and Parade Group's continued commitment to honouring our fallen heroes and recognise the significance of this annual event. We remain committed to working with community groups to ensure such tributes can be delivered safely and appropriately." And the HRPG, well, they are hoping to work things out with the council for future years. And the Royal British Legion has appeared to decide to keep things a bit quiet on this whole thing, and they're hoping they can sort it out for next time as well. Anyway, though, what do you reckon about this? Is this your local council? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll be back very soon with some more videos, so make sure you click the subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next one.